Yo, what's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? We are back again to try and put a little more dough in your bread box. As many of you already know, I'm Sports Dave from Sportsbook Buddy, and I put in that hard work necessary to make you knowledgeable, confident, and Vegas strong versus your sportsbook. I joined forces with handicappers from all over to find the sharpest edge to help you take a stab against your sportsbook with. I chose 5 games to cover in the Major League Baseball today, and I asked my friends to give me their sharpest play based on the games that I felt warranted the attention. Now, please keep in mind that these are 5 out of 14 games taking place today, and some of these guys' best play might be in a game that I chose not to cover. So do yourself a favor and please pay close attention to the names of the people that I mentioned in this video. You may like their reasons for picking a game, and you may want to follow more of their picks in the future. Also, be mindful of the fact that today is Friday, August 23rd, 2019. So if you're watching this video on any other day, hopefully you're watching just for entertainment purposes, because the information in this video is time sensitive and these games will have already happened. So with the slate of 5 games on deck, I'm going to dive right in. So the first game of the day is the Cincinnati Reds going into PNC Park to play the Pirates. Both teams have experienced their share of ups and downs this season, but one of the highlights of this entire baseball season for me was when Amir Garrett went off straight Punisher status and just attacked the entire Pirates dugout and started a brawl that I would rate as one of the best brawls that I've ever seen in baseball. Now, I believe Garrett is actually going to be back from his suspension now, and it should be interesting to see how these teams manage their emotions tonight. As for the actual game itself, we have a couple of mediocre pitchers taking the hill for each team. You may even say that they're below average, but Anthony DeSclafani is 8-7 with a 4.4 ERA, and Mitch Keller's got a 1-2 record with an 8.86 ERA, which is not very good, but when I checked his xFIP, it's actually around 4.84. Based on that, these pitchers are actually a little more evenly matched than it would appear. But what's most telling about this game, though, is where the money's actually going and how the line's moving. Now, my friend Jun Chang from Fade Familia spotted a lot more money coming in on the Reds tonight, and with that line moving more towards the Pirates side, it opened up at plus 105 for the Pirates, and it's gone to minus 112. June from Fade Familia is going to live up to the Fade Familia creed and fade the public on this one. So his play is to take the Pirates tonight, but this is not his actual best play. So I would recommend hitting up June on Fade Familia and finding out his best picks. Next game is the Diamondbacks going into Miller Park to battle against the Brew Crew. This game, I got a consensus play from 3 different handicappers today. All different perspectives, all taking the Brewers. So my friend Nicholas DeLine is rolling with the Milwaukee Brewers tonight because he likes the fact that Jordan Lyles has been pretty solid since being acquired from the Pirates this season. His ERA since being acquired is 3.43. And starter for the D-backs, Merrill Kelly's got a 6.75 ERA in his last 4 road starts. The Diamondbacks do struggle versus righties, only hitting 200 with a 262 OBP in the last 5 games. And the Brewers lineup has actually been pretty solid lately, batting 287 with the 365 OBP in their last 5 games. My buddy Jesse Wansbro, he's actually going to take it a step further and go with the run line, getting the odds at plus 125. He also is fading Diamondback starter Merrill Kelly, pointing out that he has given up 23 runs in his last 5 road starts. And if that's not bad enough, the Diamondbacks bullpen has been pitiful versus the Brewers. They've surrendered 16 runs late in games versus the Brewers in only 4 meetings. So that's also a nice play. Also, the third person taking them is Michael Villeneuve, which I probably fucked up his name right there, but he's owner and operator of PickMonitor.com. He's got an entirely different perspective on this game, and with the fact that he's got his own website, he actually is privy to thousands of he can see thousands of bets taking place. So he actually has an algorithm that helps him zero in on his picks. And based on what he's actually seen from his algorithm and his system, he actually likes the Brewers as well tonight. I know his last name is difficult, but it's not hard to say, pickmonitor.com. So I definitely recommend checking out his site and signing up to to an account with him because it is free and you can track your bets on there. Next, I'm covering the Seattle Blue Jays. I'm sorry, the Seattle Mariners playing against the Blue Jays. My boy Matt Finley from Canada. He's actually been making picks with me for a minute, and I call him the Prodigy because the guy always comes through for me. And tonight he likes the Blue Jays. The line actually opened up at minus 120 on the Blue Jays and has been bet down to minus 107. I'm guessing because a lot of people are excited to see Justice Sheffield for the Seattle Mariners. They acquired Justice Sheffield from the Yankees, and he's one of their top pitching prospects. However, he's going to roll with Trent Thornton on this one and take his chance on the more experience. So he's hoping to capitalize at minus 107 with the Blue Jays tonight. Next game happening in my hometown, San Diego. Tonight, the Red Sox coming to try and beat up on my Padres. Both teams have lost their last two games. The pitching matchup, although it looks solid, I would say it's a little bit lopsided. Eduardo Rodriguez is having a pretty good season. He's actually benefited from a lot of run support. He's 14-5 on the year. However, at times, he's actually pitched pretty solid, just like his last outing when he went 7 1/3 innings without allowing a single run. Chris Paddack for the Padres has shown flashes of being the Padres' ace for years to come, but as the season has progressed, he started to fall off a bit. Paddack has actually got a 6.3 ERA in his last 4 starts. Therefore, me and my boy C-Note are actually going to take the Red Sox tonight at minus 115. My buddy Del Warfield of Warfield Elite is actually taking an entirely different angle on this, and he's going to bet on no runs being scored in the first inning. Del has actually had the exact same kind of play last night, and it came through, so hopefully his recommendation is going to come through again. If you want Dell's actual best play, follow him on Warfield Elite. And the last game of the night features a pair of heavyweights and probably has the TV networks creaming their trousers for the possibility of this being the World Series matchup in a couple of months. So the Yankees travel into Chavez Ravine to play the Dodgers, and the two best records in the league get to square off, and it looks like an exciting matchup. My buddy Teddy Clark of Fade Familia also is going to take the first inning bet of no runs being scored. The line is actually at minus 115, so that's some nice value to get. Teddy let me know he had actually zeroed in on some other games as well, so I recommend moseying on over to Fade Familia to check out those other plays. I also have a play on this game from my buddy Vlad Nedelku of Beat the Books. Vlad actually has a Facebook page and a website, beatthebooks.com. Anyways, Vlad is going to roll with the Dodgers tonight based on their league best 50 and 16 record at home. They've been playing some good ball of late. They're 7 of 10 in their last 10 games, and Hyunjin Ryu is 9-0 at home with 0.81 ERA, which is like video game numbers. Now, the Yankees are 5-5 in their last 10 games. James Paxton has not been very good on the road with the 5.21 ERA on road starts. The line opened up at minus 155 for the Dodgers and has been moved down to minus 140. I think a lot of people are betting on the Yankees breaking their 4-game losing streak, but he's not having it. He's not buying that, so I recommend hitting up Vlad to get any further insight on any other games. He's definitely one of the cooler dudes to work with in the industry, and he's very inexpensive to work with as well, so I definitely recommend hitting up Vlad. Now, these games are going to be kicking off real soon, so I'm going to go ahead and end this right here. If you feel like collaborating with me, if you're a handicapper out there and you got talent for picking winners, please feel free to hit me up. I'm all about helping other people grow their business, and maybe we can do some things together down the road. So anyways, I wish you all good luck, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.